Welcome to the Spirit Guide Daily. This is daily tarot guidance for the collective. When we're in a collective, we all share energy. This is the Radiant Tarot, bringing us, I believe that's the name of this, bringing us 3 predictive cards. This is the House of the Wisdom of the House of the Night, and this is the Infinity Oracle. All right, here we go. And I mentioned the names of the decks just in case people are interested in them. Let's get going here. What's the daily guidance for today? What's the energy around the collective today? 1 and 2 and 3. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Please don't forget to hit that post bell notification. And please don't forget to subscribe. 2 cups in the upright. Look at that. Page of Cups in reverse. Something surprising in an existing relationship. The 9 of Wands in reverse is about being able to drop your guard. It really is almost like you're receiving an apology for something that went wrong. I'm not sure if this was in a personal relationship or a business relationship, but we do have it with that 2 of Cups, which means it is a personal connection with a human being, meaning it's unlikely having to do with like a bank customer service situation or something. Page of Cups in reverse is often a surprise, and sometimes it's an apology. It's something that is not foreseen but can be emotionally pleasing. That 9 of Wands in reverse has a couple of different meanings. One of the meanings of it can be like choose your battles. Maybe don't engage in something that will just cost you your energy and will offer only an empty victory at best. But kind of what I've got here instead is being able to finally drop your guard in a situation with another person after they apologize to you for something. Here we go, 1 and 2 and 3, and I don't have which area of life it pertains to. Let's see if our oracle cards are going to be any more illuminating. In collectives, remember, it will apply to different things for different people. Whoa! Apology. Well, dang. All right, that one threw me. So that's very, very, very on the nose. Apparently, you will be apologized for a form of wrongdoing, potentially with somebody who violated your boundaries. Here we go, 1 and 2 and 3. It's very obvious when the cards have caught me very off guard. I did not expect that strong of an echo. So you're going to be getting an apology from someone who violated your boundaries. It looks like it restores the relationship. Lust. And I think that we can go ahead and say that it likely has to do... I took the next one, which is understanding. This, of course, looks very much like the Sagittarius card. I'm very stumbly over this. That really threw me. The Temperance card. So, apparently, somebody either did you wrong in a personal situation, their feelings really got in the way of something, and they just did not choose their higher path, and they will be talking to you about that. I don't know how long you've been waiting for this. I don't know if it's something that happened yesterday or something that happened 4 years ago. I just don't know. It is going to be different for different people. It does appear to potentially involve a personal relationship versus a business one. Lust and understanding. Remember, we all have our lesser impulses, our lesser drives, things that are related to fear or to greed or to any of the things that make us reach for something that is other than our highest self. Apparently somebody in your life did that, and it may not be today, but it will be very shortly, because these are very short-term reads. You will be apologized to for basically a form of wrongdoing against you that violated boundaries. I don't know what happened in this person's life that they ended up doing a little bit of soul searching, but they're coming towards you with an apology, and apparently it will restore something to you. Now, is it the relationship itself it restores, or is it quite simply that the apology finally frees you from a burden that you've been carrying? Potentially what happened was somebody violated your trust so badly that you have never been able to trust another person in the aftermath, which, please remember, that is a lot of power to give anybody. Like, no matter how rotten or how terrible they were, even if, and please remember, I had to divorce somebody after 20 years who violated every single form of my trust. And so, again, I always have to remind myself that it gives him way too much power if I never trust another person. And it has been very, very difficult to recover from, and I do know that I may never fully recover from it. But that's okay. I still have a lot of joy and happiness in my life. And the reason I'm kind of going into that is that sometimes We have to do the bulk of our healing after a long... It's best if we do the bulk of our healing and then we receive the apology. Because when you haven't healed, when somebody apologizes to you, you accept it without understanding what it really did to you. Meaning that, you know, if my ex-husband had apologized to me on any meaningful level, which he never did, and he never will, if it had come at a different point, it would have laid the groundwork for somebody very similar to him to hurt me in exactly the same ways. Because I've always been very forgiving of people and their drawbacks, their setbacks, their, you know, feet of clay, their own vulnerabilities, because I have so many of my own. As it pertains to this particular draw, though, really what's happening here is that I think that the reason I felt kind of called to explain all of that about my own background is it should be a similar situation, which is how this almost always works, is something will come through where that particular thing will jibe with something for you as well. And again, like, I'm not the person getting the apology here, but somebody is. And it is a very similar situation in which it comes after you've healed, after you've done all of this healing, where you healed yourself even without ever hearing any remorse or contrition from somebody. So I don't think it's something that happened yesterday, but I do think it was something that may have altered your path, and that it's almost like it doesn't matter by the time it reaches your side, but that it's still, in a way, nice to have because it restores something for you. Potentially some faith in other people. So that was a weird one that clearly came out of left field for me and knocked me a little sideways. Is it going to happen that way for you? Probably. And so don't be surprised if this is something that is like a week in the offing or 4 days in the offing. It'll be close in, again, because these are short-term reads. But apparently an apology for wrongdoing against you is forthcoming, and that it will be a footnote on something. All right, that was the Spirit Guide Daily for today. Take care, be well. If you want to book me for a private reading, there's a link to my website in the description box down below. That's the only way to book me.